I have been married for over 4 years. I noticed some months ago that my wife keeps chatting with a married neighbor. I have had no reason to look at her chats before now, but one early morning as I was about to use her phone's hotspot, the first chat of the day was from the man and I was tempted to read through their chats and saw signs of light flirting. My wife keeps chatting with another man. I was shocked. I warned her about it, clearly telling her that such actions will gradually deepen. She promised to stop. She still continued with the chat, saying there was nothing at all between them and always trying to tell me what they discussed. I warned her sternly a second time and told her I was not interested in their conversations since she says there is nothing between them, she should keep the conversations to herself. This man does not stay with his family here in Lagos, and I found out recently that my wife went to clean his apartment, and from the chat the man said he noticed love in her eyes. Man, I have not said anything about this discovery, but I don't like the thoughts running through my head. I know my wife suspects I read their chat and has been trying to be extra nice. Remember, I have warned my wife twice. Do I need to confront someone else? She understands our values and should be wise enough to do the needful. I am just tempted to allow everything play out so she can see the outcome when I walk away. Meanwhile, I don't think my silent action is the best, because I might be tempted to even get a side chick and suddenly everything might go down the drain. I need to hear the opinions of married people. One sunny morning in a small, peaceful town, a man named Alex sat on the porch of his modest home, sipping coffee. Alex had been married to Rose for 4 years, and they shared a quiet, simple life. Their love had been strong and steady, like the flow of a gentle river, until one day when Alex stumbled upon something that unsettled him. It started innocently enough. Alex needed to use Rose's phone to turn on the internet hotspot for his laptop. As he unlocked her phone, a message from their married neighbor, Ben, popped up. Alex hesitated for a moment, then curiosity got the better of him. He clicked on the chat. What he read wasn't overly alarming, but it wasn't comforting either. Light-hearted jokes, compliments, and casual banter filled the screen. It wasn't what Ben said but how he said it. A playful flirtation seemed to linger in the words. Alex's heart sank. He immediately confronted Rose. "Rose, why are you chatting with Ben like this?" he asked, his voice calm but firm. Rose looked surprised, then defensive. "It's nothing, Alex. We're just friends. He's lonely, and I'm just being nice." Alex warned her. "These kinds of talks can lead to trouble. Please, stop before it becomes something more." Rose promised to cut back on the chats. But a few weeks later, Alex noticed she hadn't stopped entirely. The same playful texts, the same excuses. "I told you to stop talking to him like that," Alex said sternly one evening. "If there's nothing going on, why not just let it go?" Rose sighed. "You don't understand, Alex. It's harmless. I even tell you what we talk about." "I don't want to know anymore," Alex replied, frustration bubbling in his chest. "But I'm telling you, this needs to end." Then came the moment that hit Alex like a lightning bolt. One evening, as he quietly scrolled through his own phone, he stumbled upon something else, an innocent remark from Ben in a group chat, "Thanks for helping me clean up my place, Rose. I could see the care in your eyes." Alex's heart raced. Rose had been cleaning Ben's apartment? She hadn't mentioned this. His thoughts spiraled into a storm of suspicion and anger. He didn't confront her right away, though. Instead, he stayed silent, watching her closely. Rose began to act differently. She was extra kind, going out of her way to make him his favorite meals and offering to spend more time together. It was as though she knew something was wrong and was trying to fix it without addressing the issue directly. Alex felt like he was standing on the edge of a cliff, unsure whether to jump or retreat. Should he confront Ben? Would that only make things worse? What if he walked away altogether, leaving Rose to face the consequences of her actions? And then there was another dark thought creeping into his mind. What if he sought comfort elsewhere, just as she seemed to be doing? The tension in their home grew thicker with each passing day. Alex found himself staring at Rose when she wasn't looking, searching her face for answers. Did she still love him the way she used to? Or had something shifted between them? One night, unable to sleep, Alex sat alone in the living room. His mind churned with questions, doubts, and fears. He realized he had a choice to make. He could let the silence fester, letting his marriage crumble under the weight of unspoken words, or he could face the situation head-on. The next morning, as Rose sat at the breakfast table, Alex took a deep breath. "Rose," he said, his voice steady but filled with emotion, "we need to talk. No excuses, no hiding. I need to know the truth about what's going on between you and Ben." Rose froze, her spoon halfway to her mouth. Her eyes met his, and for a moment, the world seemed to hold its breath. What would she say? What would Alex do? The future of their marriage hung in the balance, teetering on the edge of uncertainty.